Hey everybody, welcome back. So we got another chapter today. Today is chapter 8, and I'm back in Edenton again. Just want to briefly, as always, give everyone a quick shout out, especially my new friends at the Mannheimer site. And again, we're going to be talking about Mannheim American High School and my time there in some upcoming chapters. And again, just to let everyone know, if you give me a shout out either on Facebook or some of the other sites, if you give me a shout out, what I'm doing is I'm putting some end credits at the end of each video with some people that have contacted me and said some things about the videos, everything. So yeah, just give me a shout out and you have your 30 seconds of fame at the end of the vlog. So today again, like I said, it's the year 1969, and I'm back in my hometown, Edenton, North Carolina. And the reason why I was there is because Jesse was sent on another tour of Vietnam. And so by this time, I'd seen, a little bit of the world. And going back to that sleepy little southern town was really not what I had in mind at that point. And as you guys know, and being an army brat, those of you who are, being an army brat is really frustrating because you move, every 3 years or so from from one place to a new place, and it gets kind of frustrating. And it was frustrating for me, especially with the math stuff. I learned the old math and the new math and back to the old math, and it was really hard to get understanding about that, which means I never really went to trigonometry or geometry or any of that kind of stuff. And so it was okay, but never got to that point. And now back at Edenton again, I found myself with no one really to relate to. I felt a little lost, and because I'd been all these different places and didn't really know anyone there anymore, and so it was just kind of a weird time. Um, One of the better points at that time was getting back in touch with a guitar buddy named James, and living in a small southern town like that, you don't get a whole lot of musical input from people because everyone's basically, you know, not playing that much or, you know, not doing a whole lot. And so he really didn't grow that much over the few years that we were apart. And I had, you know, fortunately been playing with a lot of really good players and had learned some things. And so when I went back and started playing with him, it was kind of hard to do because he hadn't really grown that much and I had grown. So at some point, unfortunately, I just kind of stopped jamming with him because there was uh, musical conversation, so to speak. And so it was too bad, but that's the way that goes. Um, I've been playing about 3 or 4 years at that time, and it just didn't work out. Another thing that happened, I'm going to tell you guys another funny story. I got some really funny stories about my mom, but this is another funny story. So I'm sure we all have experienced, coming home and you walk into the house and your mother calls your name and you know by the tone of the voice that you're in deep shit. So it's like Craig, and I'm going, oh crap, here it comes. So obviously one day I came home from school and walked into the house and I got that call, my name, and I walked upstairs and my mother says, "So what are these?" And I said, I looked down and there was this pack. It said Trojans on it. I'm just going, oh crap. And she says, well, what are you doing with these? And I said, well, nothing. And we all know at that point when you're, 12, 13 years old, you're not really going to be doing anything with them. Just have them just in case, right? So I had forgotten and left them in my pocket. And like I said, I wasn't really going to do anything with them. It was just me and my friend. We had it. We thought we were cool and everything. And so we just had them. And she said, so were you going to use them? And I'm going like, no, I don't think so. And so she said, well, I want you to take them and flush them down the toilet. And so that was my mother's remedy for everything, that the type of thing, just flush them down the toilet. And so, what ended up happening is that my mother contacted my father, who was in Vietnam, and he ended up writing me a letter, which I kept for, oh God, I kept for 2 or 3 years until the letter fell apart. But basically, what the letter said was that, you shouldn't be, having sex at your age, because if you do, you don't want to get a girl pregnant and, end up some cheap, sleazy cafe working for $1.50. And it's like, anyway. So that was pretty much it. I kept that letter for many years until it basically fell apart. I get a big chuckle out of his perspective on things. So anyway, guys, that's it for today. Just another quickie for you. As always, again, thanks so much. And in the upcoming chapters, like I said, we're going to be talking about Mannheim and all the different things I got into there. It's gonna be really, really funny. So anyway, thanks so much again, and have a great day. Thanks. Bye. Back to reality.